Good afternoon, our dear parents, and good morning to those who are outside the Philippines, or good night, or good evening. I'm Ira Marie Sol. I am the preschool and grade school head. We welcome you to the fourth episode of our two-week Quick Start series. Have you identified so far and noted that the key points in the first three videos you watched about culture, about spiritual formation, and learning styles? We are aware and we understand that you have that feeling of not knowing what to do, how to start, of being lost, of having so many fears, of being inadequate, or having mixed feelings. All the first time homeschoolers naturally went through that. Ako, ganun ako dati. Am I correct, old timers? Yet, yes, it may still be confusing at this point and more challenging given this pandemic, which we never expected. The CFAH team feels the same way, but all the pieces of the puzzle will fall into place one at a time sooner than you realize. So let's all claim that. We know that your major concerns at the moment include books, access to playground, your child's IDs and learning guide. Playground is our new database system where all validated enrollees of CFA Homeschool will be registered. We understand that a few of you are still having some difficulties with your account, and most of you are waiting for account verification. Right now, we are working day and night to verify all the accounts as soon as possible. So I think we have already verified around 1,500. So expect your LG soon. Like most new systems that aim to expand our capabilities, we experience minor glitches and bottlenecks and encounter different actual scenarios. Rest assured that we have been fixing this to accommodate everyone at the soonest time possible given the pandemic constraints. When you already have access to Playground, let me emphasize that each family should only create one account. So only one account. Otherwise, the younger siblings will not get the discount that they should have. So there. So if you have multiple children in different departments, PSGS, junior high, and senior high, you should be registered under this single account. Aside from this official PSGS FB group, we are also introducing Slack this year. Slack is our platform to connect with other parents in different locations, grade levels, coaches, and groups. Once you have access to it, you will appreciate how it will address most of our needs far better than how we did things before. So right now, you aren't missing anything yet. Books or ebooks and IDs are also our major concern right now. Please note that if you don't receive your IDs, it is okay, as we won't be using it anyway. But of course, we all want to have it, right? Okay, so we apologize for the delays and long queues when you pick up your books. With all the quarantine protocols and constraints, our workforce, operations, and logistics have been severely affected, as well as that of our suppliers and publishers, having at most 50% of the original manpower. The e-learning guides will be sent via your Playground account. So we will send this by batches. I have received an update that we have already sent to 1,200 plus families as of today. So praise God, praise God. One problem down. Okay, just bear with us as we aim to verify more each day and make the learning guides available at the soonest time. And definitely before the school starts, God willing. Okay, we may use the week of maybe next week or first week of August studying the contents of the learning guide as it is comprehensive and very user-friendly. I truly hope this explains all your concerns so as not to overwhelm further the already overwhelmed staff. We have to be calm, considerate, and wait for further announcements. I understand your apprehensions. I really do. But we apologize if we can't answer all your comments one at a time. At the moment, our enrollment um, has quadrupled actually and is beyond the projection we planned. So right now, the completed uh, those that are completed with their enrollment process is already around 1,600 for preschool and grade school alone. So while waiting for your books and learning guide, use the next 2 weeks to prepare your heart, body, and mind to homeschool. You may go back to the units or topics for the past days and internalize on how you should apply it to your homeschool setup. You may also look for more resources about topics like the learning styles and aim for self-learning as most homeschoolers do because self-learning is the way to go in the 21st century. We have prepared more homeschooling guides for everyone in the days to come. Nothing should stop you now as you get ready, set go, and aja, let's all get ready for this challenging year ahead. Thank you very much for watching. And please stay with us for 1 hour or 1.5 hours. And let me call on Miss Joanne, our host for today.
Hi, Coach Ira. How are you
Hello.
today?
I'm fine. I'm happy. I'm happy because we have already sent 1,200 plus LGs to our
Yay! That's
families.
amazing. Thank you so much, our hardworking staff and the coaches and the people behind CFA who really work hard day and night to send to our families the learning guide. So, thank you so much for all the updates. And I know that these coming days, things will be more smoother because of this announcement. So, thank you so much, Coach Ira. So
Thank you.
today, yes, today we will start our first FB Live series for our Quick Start series, actually. And the topic for today is called The Big Shift. Okay, why is it called The Big Shift? You know, previous years when families want to homeschool, um, their hearts are prepared, they're ready. And for this particular time in our history, families have come to a decision to homeschool. We will try to find out what those decisions are, how they have come or arrived at this decision making. What did they experience prior to this point? And also, we will try to give them sound advice and experiences from our speakers or our panelists who join us today. They have experienced this. And so we would like to ask our families to come on and watch us on FB, our Facebook page today, so they could learn from our guests, our panelists, to talk about how they transitioned from regular school to homeschooling. And so I would like to introduce one by one our panelists, Coach Ira. The first panelist that we have invited on board today is also one of our parent coaches. And to tell us more about herself and how many years she's been homeschooling and how old her kids are, uh, please welcome Mommy Bambi Bautista.
Hello, everyone. Good.
Hi,
Hello,
Bambi.
Coach Joanne and Coach Ira. And hello, everyone who is watching right now all over the world. Wow, all over the world. No.
Yes, that's
Oh,
true.
diba? Okay. So, I'm actually mompreneur. Ayan. So, I have a work also. I do online business and ayon on the side also. And I am a homeschooler for going 4 years right
40
now.
years.
Ayan.
Yeah.
Four
Wow,
Wow,
I
four
four
remember.
years
years right
already.
now. Yes.
Yeah.
We started homeschooling 2017, and right now my daughter Mabi is an incoming grade 7. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Nice.
ayun.
Okay.
Thank you, Coach
All right.
Joanne.
So welcome on board, Mommy Bambi. Next up, we would like to introduce another homeschooling mom, and excited to hear what she has to say about what she does aside from homeschooling. Please welcome Mommy Jenny Portem. Mommy Jenny. So we might
Yeah.
be, yeah, she's
Ayan
here.
na. She's
Yay!
here.
Hello. Hello,
Hi, Mommy
everyone.
Jenny. Welcome
Hello, good
to
afternoon.
our FB Live show today. Yes.
Hi. I'm Jenny, Jennifer D. Portem. Also a work-at-home mom like Bambi. I'm an online research writer. It's our third year in homeschooling. I have three kids, 12 years old, 8, and 1 year old. I am married to a military officer, and we live in Nasbini City. And my kids and I, we vlog a lot about homeschooling and kinetic sand.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So very, very rich life, interesting life. Very busy, I guess, Mommy Jenny, huh?
Salsa.
Okay, so we also want to introduce to you Mommy Kitty Pagulayan. Welcome to our show today.
Hi everyone.
Hi, Mommy
I'm
Kitty.
I'm Kitty Pagulayan. I'm an entrepreneur also. I have three kids, but homeschooling only two because my youngest is still 2 years old. So I have two kids in CFA. One is grade 3 and the other one is grade 6. It's our second year in CFA.
Okay, nice. So we have a
Yay.
range of from the longest person homeschooling to the youngest person youngest also, right? And shortest number of years. Also, Coach Ira introduced the updates to for CFA earlier, but she's also part of our team today. She's also one of our panelists. So, Coach, yes, Coach Ira, can you introduce yourself as a
Okay.
mom and
Okay.
when
Okay.
you started homeschooling?
Okay. I
Yes.
started homeschooling in 2008 when my kids were in grade 3. And I started being a coach since 2012. So that makes it like 8 years. 8 years already. I'm an accountant by profession, but now I can still practice a bit of accounting in CFA because I'm also a I'm also an accounting teacher in senior high school. So there.
Okay, nice. So
Okay,
you
my
have
kids
many
are all
hats, Coach
yes,
Ira.
and my kids are already in college. So I have twin boys, and they're both in college now, third year college. So I'm free. I don't have homeschooler anymore.
Yeah, that's amazing. So we are just we're getting wisdom from Coach Ira as well, because we still have younger kids. I have four kids. Two are already in high school, and one is in grade school, and one is in still in kinder. So Coach Ira, manghihingi pa kami ng mga tips.
No, sana marami, maraming lumabas. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so okay, so here we are, the panelists for today talking about the big shift. How we how these families, these moms have transitioned from the regular school to homeschooling. Okay, so to start off, maybe we could just give an example, just one memorable event in our homeschooling life, just to start things off. Coach Bambi?
Memorable. I think siguro
Yes.
the memorable moments we have is when we started homeschooling. That's the most exciting. Right now kasi she's transitioning na into high school, so the puberty stage is there. So when we entered into homeschooling, it's more of a play and learn pa yung sa amin. So one memorable thing that I remembered is her excitement when we attended I think that's in Laguna, the field trip in
Santa
Laguna.
Eleni
Yes,
Santa
yes,
Elenita Farm, Santa Elena Farm,
yes,
something like that.
yes. Oh, she was
Uh,
so excited riding dun sa cart ng Carabao. Kasi syempre we're in Manila, so we really have no experience about that. So talagang yung
uh,
farm experience dun yan experience. So that's a great moment for us.
Okay, great. How about you, Mommy Jenny?
Marami kasing memorable talaga na ano eh. Siguro
Yeah, that's true.
privilege na
That's true.
marami. Siguro in general lang, whenever we do art activities like watercolor painting or anything na parang creative and spontaneous, talagang sobrang nag-enjoy sila. So yun, pag happy-happy lang, pag chill lang, mas magaan para sa amin lahat ng pag-aaral.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, art activities usually bond parents and kids together, no? Because you spend time together and ano, downtime siya. It's nice, right? Oh, how about you, Mommy Kitty?
I think sa akin memorable, only because parang for me, it's a milestone. My grade 3 kasi, when we were in traditional school before, she used to hate going to school so much. Sobrang ayaw niyang pumasok sa
Really?
school. Ayaw niyang gumising ng maaga and all that. Pero when we started homeschooling, like this year, last week when the books arrived, nagulat ako, she got her math book and she already started. So sabi ko nga yesterday, napilitan na ako mag-start kasi nag-start na siya. So para sa akin, it's memorable kasi it's parang a
Excited.
milestone kasi nga parang it's so nice to see na they have love of learning na. And they're not just going, parang hindi
Yeah.
lang because you force them to start, but because they really want to start already. So yun yung memorable for me.
Yeah, that's amazing. How about you, Coach Ira?
Ang dami. Tsaka parang ang tagal na, no?
Dami,
12 years
no?
ago. 12 years ago. Okay. Meron akong, may kwento na, I just heard recently from them. Kasi sabi ko, miss nyo ba mag-homeschool? By the way, I just homeschooled them for 4 years, no? The high school, nag-ano na sila, nag-traditional school. Ito nakakatawa kasi the first year that we were homeschooling, I was working pa, no? I was working and then I will just leave them what they will do for the day. Kasi sanay naman sila sa school dahil nga grade 3 na nagpumasok, ano? So, sabi ko, lilipat lang natin yung school natin dito sa bahay, okay lang kayo. Boys chill lang sila kahit saan pwede. So, ganun, ano? So, iwanan ko ng work. Pag umuwi ako, kita ko tapos na. So, parang ang saya, no? Parang mga 5 hours akong wala sa bahay. Ganun. So, sa gabi ako mag-check. Recently, nalaman ko, pag umaalis pala ako, magtatalo na sila sa kama. Manunood na sila ng cartoons, gano'n. Tapos, kapag parang feeling nila uuwi na ako, gagawa na sila. Magtatawanan pa rin, pero gagawa na, no? Pero pag narinig na nila na nag-park na ako sa baba, ayun, kunwari serious na silang Kaya pala lagi kong inaabutan na serious nila. Ganun pala yun, grabe. So, sobrang
Coach Ira, you did not know this?
No,
You didn't know this before?
Kasi nagagawa naman nila kaya nga sabi ko, nakakatawa itong mga boys na to. Ganun lang, wala akong hirap no? Pero yun pala, tuwa sila pag umaalis ako.
Freedom pag wala.
Oo, may freedom pala. Ang aga nilang na-pick up yung independent learning.
Yeah, oo, praise God talaga. Parang, nag-check lang ako, pero ayun, maraming struggles of course. Hindi lang yan.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, thank you, Coach Ira. So, if you're just tuning to our FB page now, our topic for today is the big shift. How we can shift from regular school to homeschooling. And joining us is Mommy Bambi, Jenny, Kitty, and Ira. And I'm Joanne. So, sige, one of the things kasi naman that is a bit difficult for us, for any endeavor that we are starting, is the fact that we don't know what will happen in the future. Syempre, no, mga apprehensions, ganyan. So, as much as possible, we do our own research, di ba? And, I have this favorite quote, not a quote, but I got it from a cartoon. It says, and knowing is half the battle. Sinong nakakaalam kung saan galing yun? Hindi niya alam, ano? Sige. Question yun. Saan galing? Ang knowing is half the battle.
Si Winnie the Pooh ba yan?
So anyway,
Okay.
so there. So So let's start already answering some of the questions now that we have received early on. Knowing is half the battle. We've done our research. Now we are going to this homeschooling endeavor, and now here we are. What we want to find out also is we want to share with our families. Can we identify some of the struggles that we went through? In the beginning. In the beginning, right? We've decided we're going to homeschool. So now what? Or what did we? How did we come to that conclusion? And what were the struggles in the beginning? So maybe Mommy Kitty, would you like to start off? You
Okay.
started homeschooling
Last
2019, right?
year. Yes,
Last
last
year,
year.
right? Yeah. Okay.
Last year. I think for me, main struggle, aside from the needing a never-ending supply of patience, is kasi we were in traditional school for 6 years.
Oh,
So,
okay.
parang I had this idea in my head na I had to bring the homeschool is homeschool. Na I had to bring the
Yeah.
school environment to our
Mm-mm.
house. So, nakakatawa when I think about it now. I remember without consulting the kids, I had this cartolina and then I put down yung schedule namin for the day. I had a strict wake up time, breakfast time, study time, break time should be just 15 minutes. So, and then I just implemented it. So I said, okay, so this is what we're gonna do. So lo and behold, when we did it, we couldn't follow the schedule. The kids couldn't follow the schedule. They were frustrated. I was also frustrated. So parang first week pa lang namin, a lot of tears and a lot of fighting na. So because of that, so I think that's the main struggle for me. Yung idea ko in my head na it has to be the same environment or I had to bring school to our house. So parang ganon. That's the main struggle
Right.
for me.
Right. Okay, Mommy Kitty. That's true. No, it's very hard to replicate what they have in school, and then if you bring it home, it's going to be very different in the homeschooling setup. Well, let's find out
Yes.
naman. Yeah, about Mommy Jenny, how did you start, and what were the struggles that you began with?
Yes, nag-start kami 2 years ago. So, I was pregnant and mag-homeschool ako agad ng dalawa. Kaya sabi ng
Wow.
coach ko talaga nun parang, oh, talagang dalawa agad, tapos buntis ka pa, tapos traveling pa kami kasi sumasama ako sa asawa ko dun sa Bulacan. So, parang sabi ko, kailangan kayanin para maisama ko sila. Wala rin naman iba magtuturo. So, besides yung sinabi ni Kitty, yung schedule, how to have a schedule, na yung akala mo, pwede mong i-replicate yung school sa home na hindi talaga, mas stress lang kayo. Kaya nga homeschool eh. So, kung ano yung nasa home, kung ano yung family, yung doon ka mag-a-adapt. Hindi yung kung ano yung school mismo is gagayahin mo. Hindi talaga. So, sa akin naman is how to balance everything. I was also working pa noon. Bago ako kasi research work ko sobrang mabigat pa noon. Hindi ko pa agad binawasan. Tapos, tuturuan yung mga bata, naninibago din sila. Stress talaga ako kasi yung very headstrong yung grade 1 ko pa yung lalaki ko noon eh, si Achilles. Yung mag-start kami, tinatamad siya, parang nahihirapan kaming mag-start. Iyakan talaga muna kasi nauubos yung patience ko. So yun. How to start talaga na yung totoong homeschool na magtuturo ka na yung environment mo na gano'n. Tapos ikaw na mom, na hindi ka naman nakikita pang teacher. Yung mga nagsama-samang challenges. Tapos yung first talaga na first day of tearful homeschooling ng unang araw. Yun yung pinaka-challenge ko.
Oo nga, yeah, that's true. Hindi mawawala rin yung tears, ano? It's part of the homeschooling. So, okay, so let's move on to Coach Bambi.
Yes.
What were your struggles?
Okay. So,
Oh, by the way, sorry. Yeah, Coach Bambi, by the way, for our families, mommies and daddies who are watching us, do type your questions and we will try to answer them later. Sorry, continue, Coach Bambi.
okay, all right. So, when we started naman actually, kasi we're looking at it na because one of my online business partners kasi na-curious ako sa kanya because she's bringing her children with her kapag nagmi-meeting kami. So na-curious ako na I'm not sure if that's just a review for her, ganyan. And then she mentioned that she's homeschooling nga. So we check on it kasi nga we're actually we're looking of other options na talaga naman at that time. And then I research, and syempre I would want the homeschooling provider to be a Catholic homeschooling provider, because that's who we are, di ba? And yun, and one of the final decisions that we came up with to homeschool, definitely na is our daughter Mavi, kasi nga she really wanted to homeschool. Ayan, siya yung pinaka-final decision. Yes, oo, excited siya. Oh, so nag-orientation pa lang kami, and then hindi pa tapos yung regular schooling niya, tinatanong niya na ako when will she start homeschooling daw. Ayan. So that's our final decision. But the struggle, yes, there are a lot of struggles. Definitely in aligning the schedule, since yun nga, I'm a mompreneur, and syempre iba-iba din yung schedule ko. So aligning the schedule with her, kasi syempre parang siya na yung main priority natin, 'di ba? When it comes to homeschooling, and also on how to come up with lessons na creative, kasi mas na-appreciate niya yon because she's very creative, so mas na-appreciate niya yung mga activities and mga creative things that we do para mas maintindihan niya yung lessons, and also how to go down to her level. Ayan, when we teach, kasi nga if for us it's easy, definitely hindi natin alam kung easy rin doon sa anak natin yung tinuturo natin, 'di ba? Kung naintindihan nila. So yun yung mga struggles namin.
Yeah. Right. So trying to figure out how we can present the lessons and the topics that will fit the temperament of our child. Yeah, that's why it's also very important for us to know the learning styles of our kids.
Yeah.
Yesterday, we showed on our FB page also a video about learning styles. If you haven't watched it yet, please watch it so that you can get a grasp of how you can teach your kids at home para mababawasan natin yung mga yung ating friction or yung disappointments and all that. It's really informative and helpful. Okay. So there I also want to ask Coach Ira.
Okay, struggles.
Yes.
Okay, kanina sabi nila, di ba, parang nag-iiyakan na sila, no? Ganon. Parang na-realize ko, monster mom yata ako. Parang ako yung comedy dito, no? Kasi hindi ako ang umiiyak yung mga anak ko. Okay. First year was easy for us. Grade 3 was easy for us. Grade 4, we started having this book report, di ba? We have book report already. Book report, talagang hindi ko sila tinatantanan. When I read book reports now, yung mga bata, parang they just write like 5 sentences, up to 10 sentences. But during my time, ang binabasa ng mga bata is Harry Potter. Ganon kakakapal. Oo, yung mga, and you know, talagang iyakan, sila ang umiiyak. Hanggang 2 o'clock in the morning, gumagawa kami ng book report. Because I want them to learn. I want them to learn. And praise God again, pagdating nila ng grade 5 and 6, they already know how to make a book report. Yung hindi lang basta, alam mo yun, basta matapos lang. No? Ayun. So, doon yun na-appreciate ko. And another struggle is, I mentioned that I have twin boys. And the parents now are very lucky because you know about multiple intelligences, you know about learning styles. During my time, na parang ang tagal-tagal na, no? I don't have an idea what those things are. So hindi ko alam. Basta pag sinabi ko, math tayo ngayon, upo silang dalawa. Paano yung isa ang bilis sa math? Paano yung isa hindi? Yung isa mabilis sa Pilipino, yung isa hindi. Pero gusto ko sabay sila. Monster mom nga di ba? So gusto ko sabay sila. But then, I realized now na natapos na sila sa pag-homeschool, na parang ang dami ko pang dapat in-improve. And lahat ng mga frustrations ko, sinasabi ko na lang sa mga kino-coach ko kasi there's no way for me to turn back the time. Nandun na sila ngayon sa sa ibang mundo. So, there, ganun. So, I'm telling you, parents, now you're very blessed to have this orientation.
Yeah, just to let you know, let everyone know, though she's saying she's monster mom, she has had a very good effect on her two boys. They're both now in very very good schools, and they're in very good courses. Sige, sabihin na nga natin sa UP yung isa.
Effective.
And UST, right, Coach Ira? Effective, no? Effective ang training. Yeah, but of course, Coach Ira is saying that, but there was a lot of love that went in that homeschooling. When you see them, when you see the two boys with their mom, parang ang sarap nilang kwentuhan, they sing together,
Barkada, no?
barkada sila. So, she must have done something right. They must have done something right ni Daddy Armand na built up the two boys to be secure. Yeah, naiyak ako. Wag na. Yeah. And so there's a lot of blessings and benefits in homeschooling, but we will get to that later on. Yeah. So at this stage, we have heard basically some struggles that our moms have encountered in the beginning, when they decided to go to homeschooling from regular school. And I hope if you can relate to this, just type in your questions, and we will try to answer them later on towards near the end of our program. And next, no, now that we've heard some of your struggles, syempre excited din kaming marinig. Paano natin, paano natin na medyo na-overcome itong mga struggles na to within our homeschooling year? Yan. So, maybe we could talk about, while we are already in the middle part of our homeschooling, what came about na? Kasi tapos na tayo sa initial struggle. So let's start with, kay Coach Bambi naman. Coach Bambi, you were talking about the creative side, no? Of
Yes.
Presenting lessons. Ano nangyari? Na-improve ba
Okay.
yun? Or
Actually, lumabas talagang may squeeze yung pagiging creative ng isang parent. And some of the parents may say na, naku, paano yan, hindi ako creative. Nako, I'm sure lalabas at lalabas yan. As long as you wanted your kids to learn, lalabas at lalabas talaga siya. So luckily for me, ayan, medyo mahilig din akong very creative side, may creative side din ako. So what we did, so para so that we can conquer that challenges that we had, no. Syempre meron pa ring challenges up to now. Every level has different challenges. Ayan, just to remind them and give you a heads up then. So for during our grade 4, it runs smoothly for us. Pero since nagta-transition siya, alam mo na, mga puberty stage, may mood swings and all that. So grade 5 and 6, yun, mas marami yung challenges namin ng grades 5 and 6. Ayan, because of those. So but anyway, so what I did is syempre, when it comes to scheduling, kailangan talaga we plan ahead. Yun talaga eh. Siguro, before you sleep at night, so ganun yung nag-work sa amin. Before I sleep at night, I make sure that the lesson plans or what we will study for the next day, yun na siya. Magagawa namin. Ayan, naka-ready na siya kung ano yung mga gagawin namin. So, better to be prepared then. Although, wag naman tayong mag-guilty kung hindi siya masunod. there are days talaga, there are days that we won't feel like homeschooling. Meron talagang mga ganong cases, and that's all right. Hindi naman siya nakaka-guilty as long as you know naman yung direction on where you're going, and syempre alam mo din yung when you plan kasi, alam mo naman yung timeline mo. Ayan. And also, other than doing the lesson plans, ayan, doing it ahead of time, syempre, it's more of incorporating the daily activities that you do at home. Yung mga simpleng house chores, ayan, ini-integrate na namin sa lessons para mas mas exciting sa kanya. Na hindi niya alam na nakakatulong na siya sa bahay. Pero, yun, may grade pa siya. O, di ba? Natututo ka na.
Iniisahan mo, ah.
Oo, parang ganun nga siya. and also, and also more of, syempre we go down to her level nga. Syempre, yung, we have to understand na, let's say, for me, kung madali sa akin ang math, Nax, math daw, no? So, kung madali sa akin ang math, baka sa kanya mahirap yon. So, I have to go down to her level na maintindihan niya. So, because she's more into creatives nga, instead of sitting down, teaching her about math, we do activities, we do relays, ayan, katulad nung minention ni Brother Bo actually dun sa kanyang, dun sa homeschool, natin, experience natin, di ba, yung homeschool discovery natin na about relays, ginagawa din namin yan. Meron pa nga kami minsan mga treasure hunt, ayan, so,
Yeah.
hunt, yes, mga problem solving, tapos may clues siya, di ba? So, pag na-solve niya yon, proceed to the next, yung mga ganong activities. And I focus on her strength. So, ang strengths niya kasi, she's more into drawing and music. So, mostly, ang mga lessons that I do with her is nakafocus sa drawing. Ayan. So, lahat ng mga lessons namin, nagdo-drawing siya. Ayan. So, yun.
Ang galing. So, may learning curve, ano? We get to really find the strength in us to overcome the initial challenges so we could teach our kids well. So, how about you naman po, Mommy Jenny? How were you able to overcome some of the struggles?
Very helpful talaga yung sabi nga ni Bambi, i-prepare mo na yung the night before. Kasi parang mas makakatulog ka rin ng agad ng mahimbing nun eh. Kasi alam mo na, bukas, okay na, ayos na. Ka-prepare na, hindi ka na-stress. Paano, gagawin namin bukas. Mahirap kasi pag yung mismo nagka-class ka, saka ka pa nagpa-prepare. So, yung besides that, yung while teaching na parang, okay ka na, nasa teaching mode ka na, tapos anong gagawin mo kung yung anak mo tinatamad? Yun lang yung time mo magturo eh. May gagawin ka mamaya, may research work ka, may chores ka pa. Tapos yung time na bibigay mo sa anak mo, anong gagawin pag wala siya sa mood? Hindi mo naman pwedeng hindi pilitin, pero at the same time, hindi mo naman pwedeng sobrang pilitin. So, pang ginagawa ko na lang pag ganon, kunyari naglalaro siya, pag nandun na kasi sa world niya ng paglalaro, ang hirap.
So they started making posters at the house, turn off the light, don't open the ref if you don't need to. So it's fun, we got to apply everything. Tapos, another thing is that, they've also started thinking about their own business because of home economics. So they're thinking about things that they can sell online. So nakakatuwa as a parent na at 8 years old and at 11 years old, my kids are already applying the skills that they learn in school right now. So nakakatuwa to see that and to be able to do it as a family also.
That's amazing. Yes. Thank you, Mommy Kitty. Okay, how about you, Mommy Jenny?
Ayun.
What made you stay?
Besides yung mga sinabi ni Kitty na talaga namang ma-appreciate mo eh, yung nandun yung mga bata na kasama mo sila is you're learning with them talaga. Yung,
Yes.
Iba pa yung naalala mo, ito pala yung pangalan, ito pala yung mga pambalan at pantangin na parang bumabata ka. Hirapan ka. Pero pag nalalaman mo rin yun, naisip, hirap pala mag-aral. Kaya pala, parang mas nakaka-relate ka tuloy sa kanila. Mahirap pala, kaya pala yung pagka-boring ng konti. Pero mas realize mo yung hirap nila. Tapos mas nakaka-relate ka. Tapos mas parang nagiging masaya tuloy yung pagsasama nyo because nakaka-relate ka sa pinag-aaralan nila na natututo ka rin sa kanila. And you don't just learn about them na as a student, pero yung as sila, as individuals, mas nakikilala mo sila kasi yung mga bagay na hindi mo napapansin dati kasi you're just busy working. Napapansin mo na dahil nakakasama mo sila habang nag-aaral. Tapos dahil doon lumalalim yung relationship talaga na I don't think it would be possible without having homeschooled. So it's really something, advantage nga that made you stay.
Nice. Thank you, Mommy Jenny. Coach Bambi?
Ayan. Sige, gagayahin ko si Mommy Jenny. So bukod sa sinabi niyo lang dalawa. Ayan. Bukod sa sinabi nilang
In
dalawa.
addition.
Diba? In addition no? Kasi
Oo.
nakaka-relate sa kanila. No?
Multiplication na siya.
Oo, correct. So, yun nga, in addition to that, nakakatuwa din kasi we do our homeschooling Monday to Thursday lang eh. So, alam mo yung shorten yung time mo to homeschool kasi nga it's more of the mastery of the concept eh. So, mas yun yung nakafocus ka. And yung Friday namin is dedicated to her passion. So, napapursue niya kung ano yung talagang gusto niya. So, yun yung nagustuhan ko talaga and why we decided to stay with homeschooling and especially with CFA homeschooling kasi nga, not just because of her being able to pursue her passion in arts, in music, ayan, in writing, but also because CFA Homeschool has several activities and also yun nga may clubs that they can enroll in and napakagagaling ng mga teachers nila that very encouraging kaya right now nakakatuwa yung anak namin she can write her own stories own short stories. Ayan, one of, yun nga, nagko-contribute din siya sa home base. Ayan, and also, yun, with her arts, ngayon, nagpo-progress na, nakikita mo yung passion niya talaga nagpo-progress because of homeschooling, mas natututukan mo siya kung ano talaga yung gusto niya, di ba? Yung kanyang core gifts, yung kanyang core talents. And right now, she can draw anime na. So with the art
Wow.
diba, nakakatuwa na makikita mo yung progress niya na alam mo yun na parang simpleng drawing lang ng tao biglang naging anime na siya ngayon. So nakakatuwa lang na makita mo siya na nagpo-progress because not just the academics, yes, it's a priority but more so yung priority natin to encourage them and develop them dun sa passion talaga nila. Ayun, that's why we decided to homeschool.
Nice. So Coach Bambi mentioned about home base. It is our publication, monthly publication in CFA Homeschool that talks about the events that have happened the previous month. Also, it's a good way to encourage our kids to write and do their artwork and submit it. So get ready mga homeschoolers, mommies and daddies. I-prepare nyo na yung mga written works and artworks and you can submit it to home base. Our publication. So, Coach Ira, ikaw, what made you homeschool them for the next few years pa?
What made me stay for 4 years, no? In grade school.
In grade school.
Because the kids enjoyed it. So, madami silang time. Yan nga sabi ni Bambi na to pursue their passion. Ang gustong-gusto talaga nila is music and sports. So, when they went to high school, traditional high school, they were able to join a band. So nagjo-join sila ng mga competition, band competition, and also both of them want to be able to be a member of the varsity, basketball varsity. And both of them in two separate schools, they were able to get in the varsity. So basketball varsity. So sobrang nakaka-happy lang na that's because we have a lot of time in homeschooling, no? Kasi the reason why we homeschooled is because napagod yung mga bata sa traditional school. That we have to study until 10 o'clock, no? Pagkagaling sa school, pagod na pagod, gagawa pa ng homework. But, pero excuse yung iba yung 2 o'clock na inabot kami ng rare occasion. Rare naman yun. Na inaabot kami ng 2 o'clock because of the book report. But I think it only happened once naman. And another thing, in addition, what made me stay are the friends. No? They're, parang para na kaming families kasi every Friday may clubs, no time na yon. And yung mga batang kasama sa clubs, we became very close. Yung nagsimula kami sa symphony orchestra, yung orchestra ng CFA. And then doon hanggang ngayon very very close pa rin ako dun sa CG namin. Nakagawa na kami ng care group. Ayun, and parang nagka-develop ako ng lifetime friends through this CFA homeschool na yon. Na I hope the other families will also experience that as well, na magkakaroon ka talaga ng parang mga pamilya, no? So, suporta talaga. Otherwise, if you will not get support from others, talagang second year, laglag ka na. Mahirap talaga to homeschool by yourself na hindi ka nakakarinig ng experience ng iba na feeling mo nag-iisa ka. Yun.
Yes, I agree. Oo, I agree. Thanks, Coach Iro. Yeah, you really have to find families who you can connect with. And you have a lot of us here in CFA Homeschool. You start with your
Yes.
parent coach, and then the grade level kids of your, classmate, ka-grade level ng inyong mga anak.
Grade
Yan.
level.
So, involve them, grade level, no, ng mga anak. Kasi syempre yung parents nila. But anyway, so also, like, I agree with that. Find the passion of your kids, and the CFA has a Friday club if you're in Quezon City, or Monday club in the South. Last year yon, this year we'll find out because we're in a different situation. We
Yeah.
don't know what clubs will be offered, no, in the virtual scene. Yeah, we will find out soon. Stay tuned for that. Okay, so we are down to our next few minutes. We have one more question, and ito na yung mga pabaon natin sa ating mga families na bago, yung galing bang regular school, and who went to homeschooling this particular year. What were the benefits that you got from your homeschooling? Name a few na lang. Yan. So, let's start with Coach Jenny. Wala akong ruleta eh.
Kanina pa
Yes, Mami Jenny.
Oo nga. Kanina nang diniscuss yung what made you stay, parang yun yung advantages eh, no? Parang yun yung
Yeah.
advantage talaga siya na may time yung anak mo sa interest niya, na
Okay, so
mawawala
time for
yung
passion.
wala yung pressure ng competitiveness na hindi naman always helpful.
Yes.
So, sa akin talaga yun. Tapos yung academic flexibility na mapagsasama-sama. Minsan pag tinitignan mo yung learning guide, matuturo ko ba to lahat sa isang Pero yun nga ang point, yun nga ang maganda sa homeschool. Pagsasama-samahin mo siya eh. Parang may activity ka na mapagsasabay-sabay mo yung activity. So, nandun sa learning guide na napaka-helpful na mapagsasama-sama mo ng English, yung math, yung science. Parang instead of being separated from each other, yung learning nagiging mas meaningful, nagiging practical, nagiging efficient. Tapos mas ma-appreciate ng bata na hindi mo magagawa, hindi nila ma-experience yung basta-basta sa traditional school. So, ikaw rin as a parent, pag na mo na yung gano'n, yung isi-synchronize, yung harmony ng mga subjects, hindi lang para sa'yo na mas madali, pero para sa mga anak na mas ma-appreciate talaga nila na mag-aral in that way, na pag nandun na rin sila, na babalik mo na sila sa traditional school, mas nakukonect na nila yung mga subjects in ways that would be meaningful to them and make it more fun and easier for them.
All right. Thank you, Mommy Jenny. Let's hear from Mommy Bambi.
Ayan. So, homeschooling, syempre because of the flexibility. Ayan. And you don't need to ask for excuse letter from school. Especially kapag gusto mong mag-travel ng alam mo yun, yung pag gusto mong mag-travel ng within the school year, di ba? So, and wala na ring makeup classes. Ayan. And also because yung daughter namin kasi is a late riser, so hindi niya na kailangan pang maagang gumising. Ayan, to go to school, di ba? So, mostly whole day sila doon, but now mas maiksi nga, yun nga, because of the mastery of concept. And also, the good thing about CFA Homeschool kasi is we have the parent coach, not just the CFA homeschool family itself, but also the parent coaches. And siguro it's one of the reasons then why I decided then to be a parent coach. Ayan, because I want to pay it forward. Ayan, nandito yung parent coach ko before, si Coach Ira. To pay forward yung lahat ng tulong, lahat ng assistance that na provide sa amin all throughout our homeschooling journey. So siguro without the parent coaches then and without the help of CFA, hindi rin kami magtatagal with homeschooling. Kasi nga, yung support talaga, it's more of, it's not just because they're the parent coach, but it's more of yung feeling of family. Yun yung nakita namin kasi with CFA Homeschool. And that's why, ayan, we will still continue.
Yes, that's nice. Okay, Mommy Kitty, last words, benefits of
Ayan.
homeschooling for you.
Aside from yung benefits kanina that I mentioned na din, so what made us stay, I think the main thing talaga for me and my husband is yung to be able to pass our family values and character strengths to our children. Maraming nagtanong when we decided to shift to homeschool na the kids are baka maging masyadong sheltered kasi you don't expose them to the outside world a lot, sabi nila. Pero kami, the way we see it, kasi yung kids natin, they're only young, parang they're clingy now, pero in a few years, they're going to be angsty teenagers who don't want to spend time with us. And gusto namin na before we let them go out into the world, at least you're able to pass to them the character strengths that you want, the right attitudes, the right values na they get to learn that na before you let them go out into the world. Kasi if you're able to pass on to them the things that you really want to, it's going to equip them din para at that right time na you can let them go, they'll be able to handle any temptation, any bad influences out there. Kasi nga, in their formative years, you were there, you were the voice na talagang number one na nag-mold sa kanila. So, for us, it's the being able to pass yung family values talaga to our children.
Okay. Coach Ira, last words?
Okay. Ngayon pa lang naiiyak na ako. Hindi kasi, okay. Totoo lahat ng mga benefits that they mentioned, ano. Pero sa akin talagang pinaka-benefit, ngayon ko lang naramdaman, lately ko na lang nararamdaman kasi yung mga bata. Boys, they're already 21 now, but they're still very close to me. Na, there was one time na, fourth year, senior high school na yung isang anak ko. No, may laro sila sa ng basketball. And I was the only mother of a senior high schooler there. Parang nahihiya na ako na yung mag-cheer kasi nakakahiya. Mostly mga first year no, freshman nandoon ang mga parents. Pero ako na lang yung natitirang senior na ano. So sabi ko sa anak ko, nakakahiya kasi parang ba't ako na lang yung nanay dito, yung ibang mga kasama mo walang nanay dito. And then he said, ay nakakaiyak kasi sabi niya, ay inggit lang sila nandito ang nanay ko. Ganon. Sobrang, ngayon ko lang talaga, ngayon ko na naramdaman yung benefit talaga. Kasi nga, parang,
Ano ba? Buti mo dito ako.
kasi dumaan yung time na parang, hindi ako na problema, not even once, sa teenage years nila. And I think I just feel that I have done something right kahit na monster mama ko. Yun ang description ko sa sarili ko. But doon. So, yeah. yun yung lahat ng benefits sa you mentioned. Totoo yun. Pero eventually parang na-realize ko, ito yung pinaka-benefit. Saya. Nawala na si Joanne. Sige, kwentuhan na tayo.
And Coach Ira, no, it's more of, yun nga, yung di ba yung sinasabi ni Mommy Kitty is yung the values, di ba, no? Makikita mo they are very well-rounded, no? Kasi they're just not, alam mo yun, communicating. Diba? They're not just communicating with yung ka-level nila Well-rounded because meron tumatawag sa kanila na ate, kuya. Meron din tinatawag sila na ate, kuya. Diba? So, nakakatuwa na when you homeschool, mas marami pala silang interaction, no? Hindi nawala yung
totoo yan, yung socialization, ano? So, nagkwentuhan na tayong apat. Hindi totoo yung socialization myth, diba? Welcome back, Joanne.
Yes. Naiyak ako masyado kaya nag-off cam muna ako.
Mga
Hindi.
veterano eh.
Thanks, thanks for sharing that, Mommy Coach Ira. Kasi I have teenagers now also and they're growing up. Hopefully, ganun din ang ma-experience ko no, pag medyo lumaki-laki na. Kasi ngayon, close pa kayo, di ba? You do the same things together pa. Ayan. So, yun. Thank you for sharing with us your experiences, Mommy Bambi, Jenny, Mommy Kitty, and Coach Ira, about how you can transition from the regular school to homeschooling. Kaya naman pala, no? Kaya siya. So, what do we want to remind our mommies and daddies, new homeschooling parents? From what I understand, from what you all shared today, try not to bring the regular school to your homeschool. Okay. Find the passions of your kids. Okay. Try to know what they want to do and help them follow their dream or follow what they want to learn. There. And then also,
What I think sa Mommy Kitty and Mommy Jenny also mentioned be flexible. Okay, if we're flexible, we will be able to. Okay, so we will be able to have a more happy homeschooling. Can you hear me? Yeah, right? Okay. Okay, there. So I have a question. So before we go, again, I'd like to thank you for joining us here. Okay, so one more question for Mommy Jenny and Mommy Kitty. Sorry. Oh, yes. I have no more questions. So, this virtual world is very interesting. So many things to learn, The learning curve for parents right now is very high and very short. Okay, so again, I'm Joanne Parungao, and I'm one of the parent coaches for CFA Homeschool. Coach Bambi is also another coach, and of course, Coach Ira. And we want all of you, mommies and daddies enrolled with CFA this year, please do get in touch with your parent coaches when you have them already. Don't isolate yourself, and we are here for you to help you out and to make your homeschooling journey a wonderful one. So, with that, again, we thank you from CFA Homeschool. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye. God bless.
Bye. God bless.
God bless lahat.